Can you believe this?
This is where Ethan tells a story about his family getting Giardia.
Ends up turning into this.
This morning we got a visit from Child Protective Services. It turned into this whole snark narrative that our house is a mess, that there's dogs everywhere, that Sonny is eating and getting Giardia, and that, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
This is Denims TV, and her online presence is taking a weird trajectory that looks like it's probably heading because as of March of this year, her quote-unquote online jokes and commentary have ended up contributing in Ethan Klein, aka H3H3.
Hey now, y'all!
To have Child Protective Services called to his house on the suspicion of his kids getting diarrhea from eating dog poop.
Huh? Eat this dog poop, kid!
Which gets even crazier when you realize that this rumor came from Ethan commenting on a video once on how their 10-month-old toddler and dog coincidentally had diarrhea at the same time.
I told this story on the show a few weeks ago about how when we adopted Olive, she had Giardia, and then the next day, Sonny started having diarrhea, so we suspected he might have Giardia. Seeing as that he's an infant, he's crawling around, he's putting everything in his mouth, etc. Makes sense, right? It's obvious.
Which to people like Denims connected as Ethan hand feeding his kids dog for no reason.
There's so much duty in here. I can't take it anymore.
So it turned into this whole snark narrative that our house is a mess, that there's dog shit everywhere, that Sonny is eating shit and getting Giardia, and that, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
And this is just the latest of the controversy the streamer has been in. In September of 2024, she was put on a 30-day ban on Twitch for creating a tier list during a TwitchCon panel, where she categorized streamers into a tier list, with some of the tiers being labeled things like Arab and loves Sabra.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right. Turn that up. Turn giraffes.
We all know where this is going.
Okay. I like how we're giving audience input. They're like, you know, fuck what you guys had to say.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Denims. Well, obviously it's Love Sabra, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
That's easy. That's definitely Love Sabra. All right, so there he
Are
goes.
we being messy?
Yes.
Good.
You put him as number. Yeah,
I'm
our
so
third
scared.
choice.
Honestly,
Dude,
keep it
Capri's
on the
gonna
bar.
have anxiety about this for the rest of his fucking life.
What did he say?
Despite her list coming off as offensive and anti-Semitic, Denim still claimed that the list came from humorous critique of cultural stereotypes.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way. I'ma just keep it real.
And not just that, in April of 2024, a clip from Denim's livestream would go viral, as the clip was essentially Denim saying she would pay $30,000 to anyone who will make fellow streamer Asmongold disappear.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? $30K to anyone who will make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger. Okay, you have to do both. All right? Because then it's a win-win for me. And I don't have to see that moron on my timeline anymore.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Is this allowed? What the fuck? Is that allowed?
Despite the guy Asmongold saying that he took the threat serious and considered pursuing legal action.
So how do you deal with a situation like this? It's really easy. I contacted Twitch about it earlier. I sent them the clip, and we'll see what happens. And, you know, maybe after that, I might put in a police report. I'm gonna just wait and see how things play out. This is unhinged. It's completely unhinged. It's totally uncalled for. Yeah, this is like a felony. What is this?
Denims once again came out to say that the remark was a joke and not even meant for Asmongold, but that it escalated to this backlash. Yeah, right.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Obviously, the streamer is someone who is willing to make wild takes and rumors and say them to her community of hundreds of people. And as soon as someone calls her out for it, everything's a joke and shouldn't be taken so seriously.
Why so serious?
Which is funny because in doing research for this video, I found out she was a political streamer.
America deserved 9/11. I can't disavow facts, man. I can't disavow reality. That's not how that works, bro. Like,
What the fuck did you just say?
And an OF creator. And whatever this is.
Time to be awake, Ethan.
wake up, Ethan.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
I'm not gonna do a react content yet, chat.
So like, when are people supposed to take you serious? When you're in your chair? When your clothes are half off? Or when you're cosplaying to some of the worst things I've ever seen in my life? So let's look at the facts. One, Denims is a streamer who has given a platform to crazy and inappropriate takes on other creators.
Don't make me become a hater again, okay? I'm being cool, I'm being nice, I'm being chill.
2, she's allegedly made references on placing hits to other content creators that she isn't so fond of. And 3, she makes offensive jokes and content herself, only to backtrack on it whenever someone calls her out.
I think if we all just take a couple of deep breaths here and just try to...
And 4, makes Velma look even worse than the HBO Max version.
I guess that's all!
Nah, for real though. This streamer seems to think that the only way of making it big is to give platform to toxic and offensive content for the clicks basically, only to always hide behind it being a joke just to not have to accept responsibility. And the reason I say that is because if you look at all the biggest things this streamer covers, which is politics, OF content for weebs, toxic headlines, you start to see a pattern of her covering the things that most people will have a strong opinion about. And if that's the type of career this streamer continues to have, I don't see her succeeding in the long run, as sooner or later something she says is gonna be big enough that she can't just hide behind it and not take responsibility anymore. But let me hear what you guys think in the comments down below, and like and subscribe if you're liking these style of videos. Alright, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Alright, bye guys.